Hello people, welcome to the Road of the Dead 2 development video number 4. Today I have a little list of tasks that we can do, that I can do with you. So we're gonna look at this. The first thing we're gonna do is a little detail in the game where you call for chopper support, and a chopper comes in and helps you on the road and kills enemy in front of you. The thing is, sometimes you have mutant zombies running at you and running ahead of you before they attack you, and they're gonna jump around, and sometimes they will jump like through the chopper. And although we don't want to do like a complicated behavior for this, we're just gonna support a little. The helicopter will shake a bit when they're hit by a mutant. Just a little visual thing for when this happens. So we already have the attacking chopper here and the support chopper here. So you see the back; it's in front of you, shooting stuff for you. We have the animations here, and I put one for when it's getting hit. So this part is already done. Now I just gotta connect it to the zombie. So all this is gonna happen in the zombie class. So what we're gonna do is when they start jumping, we'll make sure we check for the chopper. So we're just gonna put something here called check for chopper collision. Basically, every time he starts jumping, there's an opportunity here to hit the chopper if the conditions arise. So that's a new variable in the zombie. What I gotta do is check how high the chopper flies. We go in the helicopter ally class, and we should have the fly height, which is 6, and then the zombie, very hard zombie, jump height 6 as well. So the chopper flies at 6, the mutant jump at 6, and actually, that's the alpha mutant. He jumps higher. I'm pretty sure the normal mutant jumps at 5. But anyway, basically it means that at the highest point the mutant will be at 5, and so I gotta check where the distance between the chopper and the mutant is, at least like it's under, I don't know, 1.5 or something like that. Check here, the default jump height is 5, so that makes sense. I'm gonna put this line instead of initializing this variable here, which is a bit confusing. I'm gonna do it here in the mutant class instead. Which makes more sense, and next time I check for this variable, I won't be looking in the wrong spot. So, when it's jumping, it's going through this code, and the movement type jump. Right now, this code means this code updates the jumping. So basically, all the while I'm going through this code. I need to check for a collision. How did I call this variable? Check for chopper collision. So just gonna have to compare the our location with the location of the chopper, if there's one. The chopper is basically stuck. The variable, we can access the chopper in the game mode class. So what we can do is helicopter ally. You can get it from the game singleton. If you know if you know some programming, you know what a singleton is. It's basically the unique instance of the game. Now Flash is stuck. That's awesome. So all the little tasks I'm doing right now are pretty simple, so I should be able to go through them with you with not much problem. The next big feature is implementing A-star pathfinding for the zombies. That's less easy. Not something I can do while talking. Actually, yeah, I already have a reference to the gameplay mode I'm currently in, so that's much easier. So I already have access to this. I can get it here directly. Don't even need to put it in a variable. So basically, if we want to check for chopper and there's a chopper, we can then do a test. So I think we were just gonna compare the distance between the location of the zombie and the chopper's location. If that distance is lower, then I don't know. Let's do 1.5. See how it works. And although this is not the best programming technique, but I'm basically gonna tell the chopper that it's been it. So that's a new function that's gonna be in the helicopter, and then we set this to false to make sure we don't check again. So we check for chopper. If it's there, if the distance is close enough, then chopper will be hit. He's gonna be rocked in the air, and probably play a sound and stuff like that. And until he jumps again, that's not gonna be checked again. So that should be good. And in the helicopter class, I'm gonna go add this function. And basically I'm gonna call the hit function. The MC is the graphic of the chopper. And right now I don't think I have a sound that would be good for this. Oh yeah, I do have a sound. So I'm gonna add this sound. Add the hit by mutant sound. I just created a new sound that's used when the alpha mutant is like pounding on your hood. And I can either use this sound or use the sound when zombies get on the car. But I think the pounding sound will be better. I think it's called Punch Hood. Just gonna verify that really quick. Yeah. Okay, so when I'm hit I can play the animation and also play the sound. The other thing I need to do is once the hit animation is done. Oh no, actually I don't need to do this. When it's done, it's gonna go back to idle, which is exactly what I need. Alright, so I think that's done. We're not gonna test this right now, but it should work because it's pretty straightforward. Most of the code is there now, so if it's not working, it's gonna be little details to tweak. So let's consider this done right now. Fix zombies spawning behind cars. We see them appearing. This is when you stopped in Road of the Dead 2, zombies start crawling out of behind cars and behind buildings and everything. So you have to stop to upgrade your car and save civilians and stuff like that. So it's not just a big speed run through it all. You have to stop in various places and defend your position while zombies are coming. But when they spawn behind cars, you actually see them, and it's pretty ugly. And I think that's in the car class. Let's just check something first. So this is called get zombie spawn location for each object that supports spawning zombies, like buildings and cars. So if we go in the car class, we're gonna have this function. Okay. So basically all this determines if it's gonna spawn in the left position or the right position, like toward the right or toward the left. So from this is a bit of old code, so I'm gonna check what it's doing exactly to make sure. Maybe there's another bug. Okay. That checks how far from the left of the cards the player is, and how far from the car it is on the right, so it can decide is it better to spawn the zombie on the right or left. So this works, okay. Spawn zombie. So this is basically spawning the zombie like right at the edge of the collision of the car, but graphically that's not very good. So that's the left side of the car, and I actually need to push the zombie like more on the right, like behind the car. So I'm gonna add something here, like even +2. Same thing on the right. I'm gonna do -2, so it's spawning on the far right of the car. I gotta push it back left in the X coordinate, so it's more behind the car. And the third case is right in the middle, so that's fine. That's right in the middle of the car. And why I do this is because like it wouldn't matter if I spawn them in the middle for small cars, but for large vehicles that's kind of ugly, because it's gonna spawn behind like a semi truck that's on the side, and it's gonna be like right in the middle of a huge vehicle, so we're not gonna see him for a while until he comes out from behind. So I think that just adding these values here, these offsets, is gonna fix our problem. So that should be good. Alright, so this is because make mutants jump faster from head damage and make the health lower. That's because basically the mutant, when it's on your hood, it's when you fire at it, at some point it's gonna jump off before you kill it. And right now it's weird. You can shoot at the head a long time before they do something. The first thing we're gonna do is reduce the head HP. I'm gonna put it down to 600 for the alpha, 300 for the normal. And here we have the cumulative damage to jump off. So that's how much damage it's gonna take to jump off. We're gonna do it separately for head and or no, forget that. What we're gonna do is, when it's a head damage, we're gonna like double or multiply by 1.5 this damage, so that it jumps faster when you hit the head. This is damage head, so we already do that. So damage multiplied by 2. That's torso. That's body. Okay, let's do 3 and let's see how it goes later. Again, that's another very simple task. I have no choice because otherwise it's gonna take too long, and it's pretty hard to code complicated stuff while talking. I'm gonna do this one first. Damage hood from hood punches. So like I explained, the alpha mutant, which is a variation of the mutant, he's gonna punch your hood when he's on your hood, because he's freaking crazy. And so right now it's only visual with sound and visual and shaky camera, but we're actually gonna damage the hood when he does that. So that will be in the punch hood event. So I do stuff here. I'm gonna take this out here. I'm gonna call this function so it's more and the code is more encapsulated. And gonna add some stuff here. Basically gonna do on the player, there's a function called deal bumper damage, and do this damage. I'm gonna put a value here, which is gonna be pretty arbitrary for now, but until I test to see how much we can do. Because we don't want to kill the player either, just fuck his shit up a bit. And we'll make sure he cannot die, so the min HP is gonna be like 1. So the worst he can do is bring you to a fiery engine. So bring your create the smoke on your engine and then the fire on your engine, but you're not gonna explode from him punching you. And that should be pretty cool. Pretty nerve-wracking when you get this alpha zombie on you. And I do 10 damage per punch. No, 5. I'm just gonna verify that the hood damage or the bumper damage is based on 100. pretty sure it does. Per HP, which, yeah, 100 by default, so the zombie is gonna do, if it does 5 damage, you need 20 punches. But he already punches a lot, so that's... What the hell is that? Okay. I can show you the animation. So that's the animations when the zombies on your hood. So it's basically like punching your hood. Boom, boom, boom. Well, he does it 1, 2, 3, 4. So he punches 4 times. I really don't want to destroy the player too much, so that's 40 HP already. Maybe like 8 or something. Like I said, it's an arbitrary value I can tweak later. And so that should do it for this little feature. It's just adding damage to the hood. I also gotta check what the player function does in deal bumper damage. Just gonna check a little something. There was a parameter called from collision that I don't remember what it does. And so it's right here. So this, this. Damage. Okay, I see. It's to make sure that if you explode from this damage, you're gonna, if it's from a collision, you're gonna move in front of the object. So if you hit a house and you die there, the house is not gonna be behind you. It's gonna be like right in front of you. So okay, so in our case, it doesn't matter. I'm actually just gonna change a little something here. No, actually it's fine. Alright, so that's done. And the last task here is a visual task for the menu. Just wanna work a bit on the menu here. Main menu, it's pretty cool right now, but these 2 buttons are just placeholder, not placeholder, but development tools to load like a street. How do I say that? When we make the street patterns with all the obstacles, we can work on one, export it as one file, and these 2 modes are gonna load the external file just to test. This is not gonna be in the final game. So what I want to do is move the option achievement I scores and credits button in a little 2x2 panel. Just gonna change the background color to work. Basically, I want to do something like, well, that's gonna be super easy. I want to do something like this, you know? So, just gonna move this. I figured it can be more, move a little bit more in the lower region of the menu, so to show more of the actual Oops. Damn it. Yeah, to move it in the bottom right corner so we see more of the scene we see in the menu. So this is the over. This is good. Oops. When you have the over state, the buttons goes a bit like this. So that should work. So it should be something like this. And like this. Just gonna move this up. Maybe something like this. That looks pretty nice, I think. Gonna make this much smaller here. It's really not intrusive on the menu as we work on the game. Alright, just gonna move this again a little bit. Seems pretty good. Achievement, options, credits. Yeah. That's pretty much what I wanted. Gotta bring back the original background color. Do this, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna export this. Maybe we'll see some of the stuff we just worked on. Or we'll see the menu for sure, but the other stuff maybe not. So because my next tasks are about debugging the mutants and the grapples and everything, a bunch of things related to mutants grabbing your car, I'm gonna add some acts in the code for before exporting. Basically I want to make sure the when I spawn a mutant that it's an alpha mutant. But the act is already there actually. And this hack as well. Okay, all the acts are there, and the hacks, not the acts. Alright, so we can export like this. Hopefully there's no compilation error. We're currently working on the sagaofthedead.com website, where it will be like a hub for all the Road of the Dead game, Lab of the Dead, Range of the Dead, and the upcoming games, Defense of the Dead and Road of the Dead 2 and all that stuff. And of course Road of the Dead 1 and 2 and 3 eventually. So this website's gonna be up pretty soon in a basic version, and it's gonna have a forum for the Road of the Dead 2 beta testing team. So everyone who wanted to beta test, they'll be able to go there and basically communicate with me and the other beta testers. It's gonna be the place to be where for all the sharing bugs and feedback and suggestions and everything. And of course, if you want to be a beta tester for this game, just contact me on Newgrounds, because it's all going through Newgrounds project system. And we do have a problem here. DT spatial sound. Should be sound. This. Okay. Alright, this is good. So yeah, sagaofthedead.com is gonna be available pretty soon. I'll probably make a news about it. And so we're getting close to the beta, but not there yet. Still have a lot of crashes and stuff like that, but that's not the hardest to fix. The hardest is gonna be integrating A-star for pathfinding. So that's not easy, and the rest should be pretty easy. So maybe next week or the week after, there's some hope of having a beta for Road of the Dead 2. And then of course I have a massive other list to do for the final game. It's not gonna be too long, but still takes time. Especially doing the campaign editor. So you guys can make your own campaigns and share it with people. But that should be good. That should give a lot of replay value to the game. Oh, another error. Great. Of course, the distance between a vector and the object itself doesn't work. You want the location of the helicopter here. So I'll fast forward to the point where the game is exported and works. So see you in a second. Okay, so the game has compiled. We're ready to test. Before I do, wanna mention that I have two interns here, two programmer interns working for me, and they're both working on each game. One of them is working on Ninja Yubi. It's gonna be a mobile game where you have a ninja jumping from roof to roof, and while he's in the air, he's getting attacked by other ninjas. And you gotta do some touch swiping gameplay there. It's gonna be pretty cool, and we have video updates of every week they've been working. It's been a month now, so I'll be putting the 4th video pretty soon. So you should check this out. It's pretty cool what they're doing. It's two of my game designs that I really don't have time to do, so I gave them that. The other intern is doing a yet untitled puzzle game where you change shape to achieve your goals. So you can be like a cloud pushed by a fan, and then you fall as an anvil, and you break through glass, and you have the rocket, you have a wheel to roll around, and all kind of stuff. It's gonna be really cool, and I have videos of that as well. So check them out, because it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's please try this, and you'll see stuff.
I can't find my car keys!
That was a close one!
Changing mag! Changing mag!
So we got a massive crash here because the buildings, the background buildings, didn't initialize their the bullet effects properly when you hit them with bullets. It was a little bug here in the array index calculations. I fixed that. We're gonna give it another run. The game is a bit laggy because I'm doing the screen capture, the video capture, but we optimized the game a lot, and we're still gonna optimize it more. It's running a lot faster than Road of the Dead 1, and we'll probably do a Road of the Dead 1 update as well for all the sites we have kind of control on, like Newgrounds, Congregate, where I'll fix this this bad rendering code we have in Road of the Dead 1. I fixed it in Road of the Dead 2, and it's a new technique that can be applied to Road 1, and should give a new boost to Road 1. We're gonna re-export with this fix and see if we can see some more gameplay.
I'm driving!
There's too many of them! Whatever survive!
On the hood! That one's gone. Get in the back! Thanks. You're amazing.
Sit in the back!
You're good people.
I'll take the wheel now.
Gotta reload!
That's how it's done.
Oh yeah! I'm reloading!
That was a close one.
Come on, let's get moving! Get up!
stupid.
That's all I can do right now. Get to the highway as fast as you can. Most
This is air support approaching drop zone. Permission to engage, over.
Permission granted. Engage.